Great. So now that you have your Wix website, you may want to add a PayPal button to your website so that people can make purchases on your site, especially if you are putting your book on your website. Then this button is going to be a great way for you to take online payments for your book. So you would actually go to this menu bar, this plus sign on the menu bar, click on button, and underneath this, you will see payment buttons and click on PayPal buttons, and it'll populate a list of PayPal buttons. This one is the easiest to use. The other PayPal buttons would require you to do a little bit more programming for if you had a product that had multiple um, prices because of the size of the product. If you were selling t-shirts, for example, then you may want to use this advanced button because not only can you take once-off payments, but you could take payments for subscriptions or a variety of different prices for your products and services. But for now, let's just stick with adding one payment button to your site. So this is the PayPal button, and you could drag and drop this anywhere on your site so that you can adequately represent the product that you're trying to sell. So when you double click on it, what is this button for? It's for selling. So add your PayPal email, the email that's connected with your PayPal account, add it here, and then add the name of the product. And the name of the product. You'll have to add an ID number. An ID number is just for additional record keeping for you when you've had a bunch of sales come in. You may want to use this particular button, but I never use it. So go ahead and skip that, and then identify the price. So how much do you want your book to sell for online? Keeping in mind that PayPal does take a fee from each transaction that you make. So you may want to consider that. Also, if you are shipping books, for example, you may want to include the cost of shipping inside of the book or inside of this price. So if your book is typically $20 if somebody's just purchasing it over the counter, but if you're shipping it to them, then you may want to increase your price to, $23 just to account for that additional charge. What currency it's in, pretty intuitive. And then how does PayPal open? So choose to open it in a new window, which means that when a person clicks on your button, a new tab will pop up in their browser, specifically taking them to that payment. So that if they have to come back to your website, they don't have to type in the domain again. It's already there on another tab for them to be able to reference. And that is how you set up your PayPal button. Of course, on your website, you're going to want to publish every time you make a change. Autosave is a thing on Wix, so they automatically save your design. But if you want it to be reflective on your live site, then you're going to want to hit this publish button.